What is up, everyone? It is tea time with Robyn. It's lunchtime. Go get your drink, go get your lunch, sit down, talk with us. We are on the Build in Buffalo Network. Go over there and check out some amazing content. Monday through Sunday, we are back. It is football, guys. We had a week of great. Well, it's not a weekend. It started on Thursday, didn't end until Monday. Because if you watch college football, you had a fun-filled Saturday too. I just know I enjoy. I told my wife, "Shh, don't talk to me," because football is back, and I just need you to shh, because there's a game on. How you doing, Robyn?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Like, honestly, I'm still in shock.
Yeah.
After that game, good morning, Sandra. Oh my God. When the game ended, I told you this off the air.
Let's go.
I sat by myself because, of course, I can't have my husband anywhere near me.
What's up, Thomas?
When I'm watching the Bills. And the game ended, and I literally, it took me 5 seconds. I was like, what just happened? I was like feeling like I was in an alien state.
I mean, okay, we're going to get into it. Listen, preference this, okay, guys? It's week one. So if we go all over our feelings are all over the place, it's because we won in week one, and we know our defense looked like, whatever. It looked like ass. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to get through it. Because I think there's some bright spots. I really, really, really do think there were some bright spots. But 4 minutes left. Some people say it was 7 minutes and 16 seconds. Whatever the case, wherever you seen the clock when you looked at the TV and said, "Oh, we might win this game," is where you want to. It could be 3 minutes for you, 4 minutes for another person, 7 minutes for another person. But it don't matter. The Bills overcame a 15-point deficit to beat them.
They did. But here's the thing, they did. But at the same time, you also have to look at the failure of the Ravens to close that game out.
I did not know he was that bad. Okay, this is not on there. I'm not hearing too many people say that Sean McDermott outcoached the Ravens. I'm not hearing this.
Why? Because the narrative isn't about Sean McDermott being competent.
It's what the Ravens didn't do. The Ravens didn't close up. How about Sean McDermott having a great coaching game? He outcoached someone.
He outcoached him, outclassed him.
Yes.
At halftime to get that halftime was vital.
That was very important.
As much as we can lay that on coaching and all of that, let's also give credence to the alien that happens to be our quarterback.
Yeah.
Because his ability to get the team in the right place at the right time and reading what the defense was giving, it was masterful.
It was. I have to give it to him. It was
masterful. For all the crap that we're going to talk about in this game, and there was a pile of crap to talk about, that to me stood out like, wow, we are seeing a different level of Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And it's the first game of the season. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get it. But I also have watched Josh Allen now for 10 years. And I'm telling you, the growth from that guy from year to year has been impressive. Because everybody thought he was garbage coming into the league, and all of a sudden he's MVP. And now the way that I saw him running the offense in this game against the Ravens, it was on a different level for Josh, I thought.
I'll say this. The Ravens, listen, this game was controlled by the Ravens throughout.
Phew.
We knew going into this game that there was another alien on the opposite side, and his name was Derrick Henry.
Yes, yes.
He's a freaking Mack truck. Like, I don't understand how you're 30-something years old and you're still capable of running 21-year-olds. He's just,
he's a speeding train going 90 miles an hour, and he's going to blow everybody out of the water that gets in his way. He's not human. He's not human.
I have to do, listen, God help. I hope he's fine now. Cole Bishop that tried to tackle that man. Cole Bishop, baby. I hope you're okay. Because when I seen you tried and I said, oh, this is not going to go well. And he bounced him off the ground. I was like, Cole, just let go, Cole. Cole, just let go. It's fine. But the one guy that did tackle him is our rookie, Dorian Strong. Hell of a game, rookie. Hell of a game. He came in the game and didn't flinch. Good for him. All right, good for him. Hell of a game for him. I do want to give some more credit, and then we're going to flip it because it's not about you, Ravens. It's about us. More credit to the Ravens that they speeded up the offense, and they caught the Bills off guard.
Yes.
Like, week talk about week one and not knowing what the defense or the offense is going to do. John came in there and said, we're going to flip this shit over and we're going to show them things that they've never seen before. And it got the Bills out of, wait, I can't even turn around and tell you what the play is because they're already running the play. So yes, Matt Milano, our guy, Bernard looked kind of a mess back there. Because I think they did that on purpose to get the Bills out of what they're normally used to looking at when it comes to the Ravens.
Right. And thinking what you said, I can dovetail into that a little bit. I was listening to Joe Marino on Locked on Bills, and he was talking about the tempo, but he also mentioned how he went into the All-22 film and thought, this defensive line, the rookies, this was a terrible game for them, blah, 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 blah. No, it wasn't.
All right.
Joe was right because you could see the defensive line was actually doing what they were supposed to be doing. It was, as Joe put, Taylor Rapp, Matt Milano, and Terrell Bernard.
It was our vets.
And I'm like, what am I looking at here?
Yeah.
Milano was slow.
They were bunched up. Like there was one play that I seen Bernard just in a wind, like he just didn't know which way to. And I'm like, that's not Bernard. That's not Bernard.
They got hoodwinked.
Yeah, yeah.
And I understand that they don't match up well against the Ravens, our linebackers.
But Robyn, they've never looked like that.
It didn't. It did not. It looked like they didn't know which way was up.
Mm-hmm.
And that was disturbing. That was highly disturbing.
Well, talk to me about Bobby Babich and what he had to say.
Well, Bobby was pretty clear as far as I was concerned about the behavior that was unacceptable in terms of just missing basic fundamentals. But he was clearly embarrassed.
Yeah.
It should have been. I mean, how many times does your defense give up 40 points and you win?
And not even that. You got ran on, 200 and something yards, right?
275 yards for Derrick Henry alone. Derrick Henry looked like he was having the time of his life.
And he was until he fumbled. I just watching that game.
It stunk at first.
It did. It was just like, okay, what? It's not the first time. That's why I hated this matchup. The first week matchup. I hated this matchup because if anybody can bust it open, was Derrick Henry at any time. If you don't, and you have to be at the line of scrimmage. What I really did like about it too is that they had 3 linemen out there.
Yes.
Darian Williams out there with Matt Milano and Bernard. I love that, but damn it, it still didn't. It didn't help.
It did not.
It didn't help.
It
I'll
did.
say this: if they played week 8, it might be a different matchup. Like we'll be able to tackle Derrick Henry or whatever.
I expected the rookies, right? Like to be doing that. I expected the rookies to have their head on a swivel and going crazy. I didn't expect Matt Milano not to be in the right place.
I know. That's why it was so odd when I was looking at the game, because I went back and watched some of the All 22 and I watched the game, and I'm just like, Matt Milano looks like a rookie. Why does he look like a rookie?
Bad game. It shocked me, quite honestly, because what we saw in him in the preseason, what little we saw,
right.
Of him, and in fairness, that may be part of the issue, is that these guys did not play enough, I don't think, the first string in the preseason. They probably need to play a little bit more, because they sure looked rusty as heck when push came to shove.
Yeah. He did average 8.7 a yard. It was crazy. I mean, I knew he was going to be a problem, but I didn't think it was going to be that big of a problem. But Derrick Henry, we didn't like the matchup. Did not like the matchup. But we came out if you have a unicorn and an alien like Josh Allen, you're never out of it, apparently. And what is so funny about it, and we're going to get into some things that we enjoyed about this game, what is so funny about it is that guys been in the league for so long, and you're on a team with an alien. Joey Bosa was just jumping around like he was a college student, and Josh Palmer was just like, is this what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's fun to see.
Joey Bosa, excuse me for interrupting.
No, you're good.
Joey Bosa was very interesting to me. This is a player, you're not talking about even a middle vet level person. This guy is a big dude, has been a big dude in the NFL for a really long time. And he was dancing around like a little kid. The first thing that made me think of, and he even alluded to it, is what was it like to be a Charger in the locker room?
He kind of said that when we're in games like this, we don't come out of it on the winning side.
On the other side,
yeah. So he said it feels good to be, on the opposite side of that. So which is great, which is awesome. But let's get into some of the good that happened in this game. A lot of people are talking about it. Ed Oliver had a game. Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver got shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
If everybody on defense was playing like Ed Oliver was playing, they would have rolled the Ravens. He was all over the place.
Yes.
And I did say to you before, I was surprised that there wasn't a roughing the passer call on him when he flattened Lamar.
I went back and watched that. Oh my God.
I was like,
maybe that's why he got cramps, huh? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he got knocked into, the state of Virginia.
I thought that was funny, though, that this is not the first time that Lamar has talked about cramps. And he said, because he had said that because I went back and, was listening to what the radio station had to say about, the Ravens and what on that part. And everybody wants to fire the head coach, just so you know. And the defensive coordinator should be fired as well. So I just love to hear that. But he was saying that if he didn't have cramps, he was going to go for it on that fourth and second, right?
Yeah.
But he was running out, and I seen it on the broadcast. Lamar was running. You know how you have a something and he's running stiff, and I'm like, what is going on here? But you know what? You didn't. Oh well. But Ed Oliver, I mean, what can you say? Strip Derrick Henry, but the whole game he was in the backfield.
He was. And I was wondering, I was going to ask you about this because I didn't get a chance to look enough at the all 22. I just kind of briefly looked through. They were talking about TJ Sanders. Some folks were saying, well, he played like a rookie. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't see that. I thought he had a halfway decent game.
Now, I didn't see that either, but there's also other people who break down plays and stuff like that will probably say he
probably.
Yeah. But I would say this, that Deion Walker said that Ed Oliver played so well at one point when it was late in the game. Sanders tried to come in, and Ed Oliver was like, "Nope, go back." And he was just like, "Okay," but he didn't get in. So I thought Ed Oliver played well. I thought Joey Bosa, for the most part, played well.
Yes, he did.
Daquan, I need him to step up. This defense line, especially him. I think the rookie, either Walker or Sanders, beside Oliver, I think is a good combination.
I think, yeah, I love Deion Walker with Ed Oliver.
Because if Ed Oliver gets a one-on-one, he's beating that one-on-one. He's beating that one-on-one.
The other guy that was like, he's always disappears and just appears briefly is Epinesa.
Oh, God, yo. I'm surprised Epinesa is still on the team, to be quite honest with you.
I think if they found the right trade partner, that they'd package him up with Curtis Samuel and send them both packing. But
was you surprised he was inactive?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. I think he has a chronic problem that I'm not saying the same problem, but similarly to Sammy Watkins, he's only good for a handful of games. And so they just don't use him during the regular season. But wow, what were they thinking when they signed this dude to a 3-year contract?
I don't understand it either, because if you're sitting, it's like last year when they set Von Miller down. You're having all that money to sit. I know you're trying to, and maybe they're doing I'm trying to teach you a lesson or whatever the case may be. Maybe. Because I think that maybe that's the message they kind of sent to Von last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a little weird that you set him and you paying him that money. It's just crazy, but
it was a bad signing.
It was a bad signing. I think everybody knew it was a bad signing.
Yeah,
and now it's
when it happened.
Yeah, and now it's coming out like it might be a bad signing. Might be a bad signing. Let's move on to Keon Coleman.
Oh,
we know it's everybody eats, and I've always said someone's got to eat more. And this game, Keon Coleman, 112 points. 112 yards. 8 catches? I want to say
7 or 8. And here's the thing: Keon Coleman gets a bad rap. There are people that are on his ass because we didn't do Xavier Worthy. You know what? Put a sock in it. Keon Coleman is the kind of wide receiver that Josh loves.
Yes.
Why? Because he's as creative on the other end as Josh is on his end. So Josh will throw a pass like he threw, and it bounces off, and Keon Coleman is right there to catch it. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I think the thing that's so underrated about Keon's game is that he's a little bit like, and this is going to sound weird, but unconventionally, like Stevie.
Yeah, and this is why I'm shocked. I am shocked that in the offseason, he doesn't go and train with Stevie Johnson.
He needs to. That should be the next step.
Yes.
That should be the next step in his game. But Keon is creative, but he's instinctive.
Everything that's
oh my God.
Yes.
Did you see that one picture of him?
It's the basketball in him. And this is why I say he should go and train with Stevie Johnson. Stevie Johnson was a basketball player. Stevie Johnson did his route running as a basketball player. Like, I just don't understand. I do not understand. I think you are paused. Did I lose her? I think I lost her. I lost her, but it's fine. Hopefully she comes back. Let me see if it's on my end. Nope, it's not my end. I think it's Robyn. But I truly believe that Keon should go. Let me take her out and she can come back. I think Keon should go. There she is. There she is.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello.
What happened there?
There you go. There you go. There you go. You had paused. I don't know what happened. I was just saying that I think Keon should go and get with Stevie Johnson in the offseason. They're both basketball players. They have basketball backgrounds. They should hook up during the offseason.
Absolutely.
But that picture where he went up and got that ball,
it was a thing of beauty.
It was. It was.
Hopefully, I have a comp for him, if you don't mind me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it was Joe Biscaglia, and if it wasn't Joe, then I'm sorry, but whoever mentioned, and I think it was Joe in a podcast this week, made a comparison to Courtland Sutton.
Ooh.
Courtland Sutton, that was such a good, I didn't even dawn on me, but I've watched Courtland Sutton a lot over the years, and he is very much like Courtland Sutton. Keon has that same big body, box you out kind of guy, and will go after the ball, aggressively go after the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's awesome that they made that comp because Courtland Sutton was very underrated, and he still is.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Is he still with Denver or no?
I think so. Unless something happened in the off season I missed, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, Keon trained it. I do too. He's a very underrated wide receiver. Keon trained it with CeeDee Lamb because that's his cousin. But I just think that
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I just think that it would his body type and basketball backfield, like I said, or basketball traits, whatever, would do well with Stevie Johnson. How about the Bills signed a 41-year-old guy? And what did I tell you about the kicking? I was nervous about Taylor. And then we signed a kicker on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Pratt, I think his name is. Not sure. Maybe
Prater.
It is. Prater, thank you. Mm-hmm. And he was the guy. He was the guy.
All 41 years of him.
Oh, my God. I have a question for you. Do you think the Bills pull this off? So going into this game and how everything was going, and it led up to Keon Coleman tripping. Thank God he tripped. Did you think at this, we might just win this game?
No.
Or did you still have the 13 seconds and the Bills from old? And
I had the drought in my head. The drought years. We didn't win games like that.
Right.
We'd all come back, and make a great showing and a big push in the fourth quarter. And we'd be like, oh, they almost had it. They almost had it. And I was stuck. I should have realized, of all people, because I've been a Josh Allen supporter since day one, that this is Josh Allen. He did it to Boise State. And Boise State is a good football team, and Wyoming was not at the time, but they had Josh Allen. Yes. And Josh was a bit miffed that people left early.
We're going to get into that. We're definitely going to get into the spilling of the tea. But before we get into, I want to talk about another rookie that came up big. Halls. That big catch.
Jackson Haws.
Tight end known for blocking.
I told you. Anybody that's been listening to this podcast, I said, pay attention to Jackson Haws and mark my words. remember the role that Quentin Morris played?
Yes. Yes.
Every once in a while, he'd score a touchdown, and it would be just at a critical time and
Mhm.
blah, 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 blah. Well, he was the blocking tight end at the time. Well, he's gone, so they bring in Jackson Haas. And at the time when they drafted him, I read about Jackson Haas and his background and how he was a blocking SOB.
Mhm.
So that's what I was kind of tuned into. And then I read more about him being underrated as a receiver because that's not how they used him.
Right.
So when he caught that pass, it was just like, yes. So we have 3 tight ends.
Yes. Yes. I mean, they came out with the first drive, freaking Kincaid.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, thank God, Kincaid. Yes, yes, yes. Thank God. And it was just, it was kind of downhill from there, but it wasn't a down. It was like a steady, but our offense was just, it wasn't bland, right? It was, I don't know. This game had me so emotional. I was the
I
roller
wasn't
coaster.
happy. I wasn't happy with some of the play calling in the first half.
They weren't going vertical, Robyn.
What was
They
all these
weren't going vertical.
lateral passes and
You have Josh Allen. You have Kincaid. You have Shakir. You have Palmer.
right?
I didn't even say Coleman yet. And you're going screen, screen,
The other thing I think that
screen.
happened in the second half, and I find this kind of interesting, you see and you watched Josh Allen audibilize a lot. He
Yes,
changed the play at the line of
yes,
scrimmage a lot. Why? Because Josh has decided in the offseason that he was going to work on his decision making and
yeah.
all of that sort of thing. And it's showing. But the bigger question is it like, is he just doing this because he doesn't like the plays that Brady is
Right.
calling? I
Yes,
don't know.
because I didn't like the plays at all.
I didn't.
I just didn't
I thought the
understand the
first
fact
half
that
was terrible.
I thought the first half was here. I thought our line was bad. Spencer Brown was getting
Yeah.
bullied.
I have to wonder about Spencer. He was getting bullied. The thing about Spencer Brown that I always get concerned about is at his height, he will sometimes get beaten, and especially if he doesn't bend well, and his back has been bothering him. You did miss a little bit of time in the preseason, and they were, nursing his back along a little bit.
Mhm.
So I hope it's just he needs to, play more and kind of get his body right. But it didn't look like it was right to me.
Yeah, if they're gonna win next week, or this week coming up, they're gonna have that O line. And I know, again, preferences again, first week, so I'm not really gonna
Right.
bang them in the head, and I know our O line, when the weeks into the season, they look great, but Spencer Brown looked like he just practiced for the first time in that game. He looked bad.
A lot of
Even
those guys
Deion
didn't.
Dawkins looked,
They were rusty, and I
yeah,
do think that it's because they're not playing enough in the preseason. And I understand the thinking, blah, 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 blah. But when your first game is against Baltimore, you got to come out ready to play.
that was interesting. Read this, what John said, because I seen and heard this as well. The
Mhm.
fourth quarter, what do you mean? No. When is it going to get we need to get it going the first half, the first
Hello.
quarter.
Mhm.
The fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't. Again, I didn't understand the offensive game plan.
Sometimes I don't get me wrong. I think Joe Brady,
Yeah, he's fine. It
he's
wasn't his
fine.
best.
I think sometimes he get in his own way.
Mhm. I agree. I
All
agree.
these freaking we couldn't do a screen when we had freaking Diggs and what is his name? He's back now. Davis.
Mhm.
They couldn't do screens. That I
Deep
don't know.
passes they're never, ever, ever Josh Allen's favorite pass to
They're
throw.
not. They're
They're
not.
not. He says
They're
that straight up, and
not. Mhm.
for a good reason.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I
Moving
think
on.
it's I think it's time. Let me see if I can find
Spill
it,
it.
but I think it's time for it.
Spill it.
We're gonna
Let's go,
spill it.
girl.
Do I
Time to
find it?
spill it.
Here we go. Nope, 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 nope. Ah,
For me, come on, just spill that. Come on, just spill that tea for me. Spare no dirty deed. Yeah, tell me everything. Come on, just spill that.
It's early in the season for us,
it
too.
is too. I gotta get the rust out. My bad. My bad.
Girl, come on.
It is time to spill the tea. I just don't know what's going on with our fans. Guys, I'll get into it too. I love my Bills. I love Josh Allen. I love Shakir. But what we cannot do, we cannot be out here touching other players, the opponents. We can't be mad as hell. They did a touchdown and hitting them in the head. Deion Dawkins and the starting quarterback? Come on, y'all. Didn't your parents tell you to keep your hands to yourself? I know they did because mine did. Mine said it. Mine said it. So we had fans throwing bottles. Like I've seen it. I've seen it on the broadcast. But if we're trying to be the fans that give charity money away, we also can't be the fans that's throwing bottles and hitting people in the head. We can't be those fans.
No.
So let's chill. But they did find out that the dude, I don't even know if he's a kid or if he's a grown man. He's been banned. And good for them.
Good.
There's no place for that crap. And just keep your hands to yourself. It was a great game.
Did you see, excuse me for interrupting.
No, you're good. You're good.
Did you see where Terry Pagula banned the woman from the Phillies game that stole the baseball? Terry Pagula banned that woman from ever being at Highmark Stadium.
Wait.
His own.
How did you do that if you're not part of that? Really?
Found out the woman's name and put her on the banned list.
Wow. Okay.
I thought that was very interesting and a positive thing.
Yeah.
More owners should do stuff like that. If somebody's misbehaving at that level, it doesn't matter whether it's baseball, football, whatever. I wouldn't want her in our stadium.
But this is where we're at. The ball was not even, it's a free ball, first of all. It's whoever, and I'm not going to go on my soapbox. I swear I'm not. So for you, this is where we're at, though. This is where we're at. Oh, I hate our world. That's where we're at. It's like, that's mine. No, actually, it's all of ours. I just so happened to run over there to get it before you did. So now it's mine. But no, I thought about it first, so it's mine. Actually, no, it's not. Like, I'm off the soapbox. I'm going
That's
down.
Okay. Be the soapbox. Because I couldn't agree with you more. I could not agree with you more. When we were talking earlier about spill the tea, I had the same rant that was in my head. But you and I do that. We kind of channel each other at times. It just is inconceivable to me that anybody in their right mind, and that's the question you have to ask, is how in the right mind are you, that you would touch an opponent player?
Yeah.
In what world, like you said, could that ever possibly be okay?
Yeah.
It's not okay. And the bad fan behavior, yes, our fan base has its share of bad fans, just like any fan base does. But if we want to be a role model as a fan base, then I completely agree with you. And we have to be, verbal about it in terms of not tolerating it as other fans. Like, don't do this. Don't do it. Don't be stupid. Like my grandmother
Yeah.
always told me, don't be stupid.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, Robyn. I just think that I've seen that, and I was like, because I was in the whole, God dang it, and I was like, wait, ooh, did he just hit? You can't, because listen, vice versa. If say D Hop wasn't in his right mind, because he was celebrating, he was doing his whatever, he wasn't even being mindful of that. But what if D Hop was like, what the, and went up and grabbed him and pulled him down? Then what?
Then it just goes from
Like, did he have all rights to do that because you pushed him? You jerk. You know what I mean? Like, just
totally.
how about just keeping? I
Totally.
tell my kids all the time, keep your hands to yourself. Okay, you have nothing to worry about. If just keep your hands to yourself. Let's just keep our hands to ourselves.
It's pretty
You can be upset about this game, but how about just keeping our hands to ourselves?
Yep.
You know. So yeah. Next up,
the Jets
is the Jets. But before we get into the Jets, and the Jets played a really good game against the Steelers. If you guys think that we're going to go into MetLife, which is their home opener, I want to say, and we've always had problems with the Jets.
No, it's not their home opener. They won that, or the Steelers won that game in the Meadowlands.
Oh, was that the Meadowlands? Why did I think that was the Steelers?
Can you believe it? They went in there. I know. It was a crazy game. I'm with you 100%. I watched that game and I thought to myself, okay, they have a real coach here.
Yeah.
Because this Jets team looks like a team. I'm sorry, folks. These are not your same sorry old Jets. They're not. Their offensive line looked better than I've seen an offensive line by the Jets look in 5 years. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a while since their offensive line looked that competent.
Yeah. And there's no rumor, John. He's definitely on IR.
Good.
But not even that, Robyn. The Jets has always had a good defense. It's just coaching. It's just coaching. And like you said, and I really like Aaron Glenn, but I can't like him because he's on the Jets. I like him as a coach. I liked him when he was with Detroit. But now that you're with the Jets, I cannot like you. I watched that game and I was rooting for the Steelers because you guys are in our division. So I cannot root for you. But if anybody's going to turn this around, it might just be this damn Aaron Glenn.
Oh, for real.
He really has defense. Like he has Sauce Gardner now.
Playing.
Yeah, he's playing. Even though Sauce doesn't want to still tackle, I don't care what nobody says. He has him guarding their first. We don't even have a number one, but if he's going to guard Keon Coleman and have Alec, whatever the case may be. But
good luck.
This defense, and they have an O-line. So we're going to talk.
Breece Hall looked wonderful in that game. And we are not really great at stopping the run, obviously.
We're not great at stopping the run. So we have a new segment on the show.
All right, let's do it.
And we're going to go do it now, guys. Here we go.
She's got music.
Everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. That's the truth. Baby, for you is such a thrill.
Everybody's a winner, baby. So are you. So
let's go.
We have our winning points for the Jets. What will the Bills need to do to win this game? And if you want to start, Robyn, you can.
Well, they're going to have to do a better job stopping the run than they did against the Ravens, because Breece Hall is no schmuck.
No, he's not. Not this Breece Hall.
Exactly.
Right. They got, what's his name? Braylon Allen?
I don't remember, but I can tell you they look good.
Yeah.
And And John mentioned the Jets still need another good wide receiver. It's
They
true,
do.
they do. But Garrett Wilson, boy, he looked sharp.
He
And
did.
Justin Fields may have found his place because even though he flamed out in Chicago and flamed out in Pittsburgh, doesn't mean that if given the right support, that he can't blossom with the Jets. And I think he might.
So I think in order for the Bills to win this game, the Bills are going to have to stop the run, contain the run.
They have to.
And force Justin Fields to beat you with his arm.
What do they say? They have to run and stop the run.
Yeah.
They have to be able to run the ball, and they have to be able to stop the run. And did I read about Cook maybe have a little hammy going on?
Yes, but he was, I want to say he was limited.
Practice.
Yeah. But I mean, I was really shocked. Again, the Bills ran great. Not great. They ran good on the Ravens in that playoff game. So I wasn't shocked that James Cook could run the ball in our third quarter, our third wide receiver, our third running back, Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson's going to get open.
He's going to
Ty,
get it.
to me, I love Ty. It's like Ty and then James Cook. And I understand James Cook is our first running back. I get it. But I just love the versatility when it comes to Ty Johnson. And I know
Ray
both
Davis
can do the
had
same.
a rough game.
Ray Davis, to me, so for everybody is saying when they wasn't going to sign James Cook, but Ray Davis can come in there and do. No, he can't. Okay? No, he can't. Ray Davis was running in the back of our O-line. It reminded me of, someone said it, Zach Moss. Oh. He reminded me of Zach Moss on Sunday.
I hadn't thought about that.
You remember when Zach Moss used to run up the back of our O-lineman? I said, Zach, there's not a hole there, buddy. There's no hole there.
Cook used to do it as a rookie.
Yeah, he did. And then he found the openings, and our O-line gave those openings up for James Cook. Now James Cook, if there's a hole, you're like, he can't make it through that, and he's gone. So eye awareness, like his focus, his vision is different now, and maybe it takes some time for Ray Davis to get it, but he had a bad game against the Ravens, and I just need for him, if James Cook can't go, which I think he will be able to, I just think Ray Davis has to step up. He has to step up. Mm-hmm. He has to. I think our O-line will do a better job than what they did against the Ravens. Our defense will definitely be, because if anybody watched that film with that defense with the Buffalo Bills, and Sean McDermott said it in so many words, it was disgusting, and that's my words, how that defense came out there and played. It's going to be an emphasis on getting that damn defense. Have you ever seen Sean McDermott's defense play the way they played against the Ravens and come out and play like that again? Absolutely not.
No.
So I know they will definitely tighten up. I think those guys are going to take
talked about that. Babbage talked about that in terms of there's a line that was crossed that is not
absolutely. They look like crap out there.
Our vets, come on, Matt. Our linebackers look like crap.
Even Bernard said it. Even Bernard said that in so many words was embarrassing.
It should have been. It should have been embarrassing.
I know they're going to take it and look at the film and look what they did wrong and how they got swept up in I've never seen Matt Milano look like that. A healthy Matt Milano look like that. And I'm just like,
yeah, and we all thought, he's going to come out like a terrorist, right?
Taking a step. I know Matt was not taking a step back. What the hell? And it just, if Bernard looked good and Matt looked bad, and I'm like, okay, Matt, maybe this is it for him. But they both look bad.
Exactly.
And the defense looked bad. So I'm like, all right, it was everybody.
Seriously.
Oh,
It was like Cole Bishop was the best player out there.
And then he took I seen it on the
That's
replay.
not saying much.
How are you blitzing from way back from 15 yards beyond the line of scrimmage? I don't know what that was about, but it looked bad. Let's not do that again, okay? That looked bad. That looked bad.
It's just
I don't know, but it's a new week. It's a new game. The guys are gonna flip it on their head, and we are gonna come out like the normal Buffalo Bills come out and play.
hopefully.
You know what I'm saying? No, they cannot come out looking like that, Robyn.
No.
And there's only one Derrick Henry. It's only one Derrick Henry, but like you said, they do have a run game,
They do.
and
Their offensive line looked formidable.
the Jets' offensive line looks really good. It looks really good.
Improved big time.
Yeah, they do. Even though they lost one of their O linemen, but they had somebody step in, and it's like it didn't stop. They look good. So there's a game tonight. It is Washington versus Green Bay.
Yeah,
another good game.
Good game.
Oh yeah, another good game.
Jaden Daniels is very interesting.
And not even that. Pierce, what's his name? Micah looked good. A little time that he played, he really did look good.
Green Bay is going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's going to hinge on Jordan Love, though. It's going to hinge on Jordan Love for sure, because if your quarterback goes, that's it. That's it. Yes, Josh Allen only got sacked one time, and I think it was just like throwing the ball, not wanting to throw the ball away, not in bad coverage. He was like, "Let me just take this sack."
Yeah.
Because, whatever. And he had an interception. So, it wasn't egregious or nothing like that. So I'll take that. I'll take that. But but all in all, the O-line kept Josh clean. Josh had a lot of time back there.
He did.
He had a lot of time. But Josh does
making good decisions with that time.
Yes, he was. And I want to see that Josh against the Jets, because the Jets give Josh Allen fits sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The first game against Aaron Rodgers.
Defense is good. Their defense has been good for years.
Yeah.
And then you got Aaron Glenn, who's a defensive mind.
Right.
I
got us winning this game this time. I have them winning this game.
I think we can do it. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park.
No. Not a walk in the park.
It's going to be a very, very physical game.
Yeah, for sure. But guys, that is up. That is us. We are done. I hope you guys enjoyed your lunch. We appreciate you guys coming through as always. Always enjoy you guys putting stuff in the comments and coming through on Thursdays. So we love you. Thank you again. And we out of here. This is Tea Time with Robyn. I am T. She is Robyn. We are out, guys. Peace. Go Bills.